What is the story, everybody? This is Jonathan from Team ChainBlock coming at you with yet another deck profile. But as always, before we get into it, please like, comment and subscribe. Please check the links in the description where you will find the link to Kong's cards, and you can take advantage of our discount code ChainBlock5 for 5% off all your current and future purchases. The most recent item released in Yu-Gi-Oh at the moment is the pretty amazing legendary 5Ds decks. They include some incredible reprints, including all of the Mulcharmies, staples for any good new player. It's just amazing. Fair play to Konami, really didn't see that coming. Great set. ChainBlock 5 at checkout over at Kong's Cards. But without further ado, we are profiling for you Regenesis Dogmatika. I got to play this yesterday at our Genesys locals, where you had a chance of winning these amazing sleeves and this really cool field center you got at entry. I also did pick myself up one of the new structures over at our very old UnderWorld Gaming, shout out. But yeah, these are really cool. I took this last night. I came fourth. I lost in the last round to Liam, who was on Fire King. Shout out Liam, I'll try to get that list. But yeah, let's just go straight on into it. This deck was really fun. There's only two things that I changed, so I'll mention it when I get there. Yeah, so 3 Archfiend, incredible card. When it's summoned, it searches a Regenesis card. Also, you have to reveal a 2500 attack or defense monster in your hand to special summon it. It's worthy to note that the Regenesis monsters are all inherent summons. 2 Sage, he is your Omni Negate. You can special summon him if you control a 2500 attack or defense monster. He has to tribute another Regenesis monster to essentially negate a card effect. 1 Warrior, he banishes a monster. 1 Dragon, he banishes a spell or trap. And 1 Lord, he banishes himself to special summon himself. He can deal 5000 piercing damage to a defense monster, and he also gets on summon to set a Regenesis spell or trap. Really cool. Now, these 4 here, these will add themselves back to your hand if they go to the GY during your opponent's phase. Turn this will not. You'll have to recycle this, as it's kind of like the boss monster. Next we are playing 3 Core. Core is incredible. It's a E-Teddy for the deck, but it does lock you out of the extra deck when you do it. But after the turn it's sent there, you can banish in the target one of your banished Genesis monsters and special summon it. It's usually the one you'll banish off Lord. What tends to happen is turn 2 you set it up, you add Lord, you banish your Archfiend, and then for follow up you banish this from graveyard to get your Archfiend back and then search more Genesis stuff. 1 Cycle, it can target 2 monsters you control and banish those cards. If you control Lord, you get to banish 2. If you don't, you get to banish 1. You can banish it from your graveyard to special summon 1 monster with 2500 attack or defense. 1 Regenesis, this costs 33. None of the rest of the stuff costs anything. I really hope they don't hit Archfiend. I will be playing this at 2, and I am playing the Dear Servant. I will just play 2 of these because they both cost 33, so I went for 1 and 1, but I think next time I'll just play 2 Regenesis. Yeah, so this card, take Regenesis card and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Then you can banish this and target 1 Regenesis monster in your graveyard at the turn after it's sent there, and yeah, special summon it, add it to your hand even. No special summon, but yeah, really good. And then the last Regenesis card is Regenesis Birth. It's really cool. It's a Book of Moon on activation, and then it is a soul charge afterwards. So really good card. You can Book a Moon card. You can Book a Moon a monster your opponent controls by sending a Regenesis monster to your graveyard on activation. Really cool. Now, I did not play these, but I think going next time I will try play commands. Commands just essentially makes it so your opponent can't activate stuff that are in Regenesis columns for the turn. And then Overlord, you get to banish 2 cards, and yeah, it's really cool. Really cool card. Yeah, I will try this out the next time, but that's all the Regenesis stuff I played for that locals. Right, that's it for the Regenesis stuff. This is also Regenesis support in a way. We are playing 3 Dark Spirits Majesty. Now, this card is, it's a Destiny board card, but we only care about the first line of text, which lets you discard the card. And in part of the effect is you can add a level 8 Fiend monster. So obviously the best target for that is your Regenesis Archfiend, but also a card you can add off that is a really funny card that I got to use many times yesterday. Lava Golem. Lava Golem is a level 8 Fiend. It also has 2500 defense and works out really well with our Regenesis cards. It's really cool that you get to play this as engine in something. Now, for the Dogmatika stuff, we are playing their boss monster in Albazoa. This card is a house, 1 White Knight, and 1 white relic. These two have 2500 defense, so they're good for Regenesis. You can add them and then summon them next turn. This one sucks up a monster and gains attack. They both have effects that let you send from extra decks. Really, really cool. This card is incredible. If your player is playing an extra deck base deck and you get this out, if they don't have any like in-deck removal, which most things do in Genesys to be fair, this is unaffected by extra deck monsters. And it has an effect where you can make your opponent banish a whole lot of extra deck stuff or stuff from his hand, or you can just bounce every extra deck monster on the field back to his hand. Really, really cool. Now, 3 Ecclesia. These cost 3 apiece. They're the only thing I think in the Dogmatika package, bar Nadir Servant, that costs anything, but a card that I do think will cost something very, very soon is the new Dogmatika Fleur-de-Lis, the Thunderbolt. This card is incredible. If your opponent controls an extra deck monster, like the old Fleur-de-Lis, you get to special summon it, but it has another effect. It doesn't negate a face-up card. You can set a Dogmatika trap, and then if the extra deck monster your opponent controls, or if they have a extra deck monster that's 2500 or more, you just get to activate it. So that is just really, really cool. And then we are playing the OG Fleur-de-Lis, just one, always really good. These two have a very unique synergy, as they are both 25-25, which means you can summon or add them in certain ways, which are Regenesis cards. Not many cards have 25, and even less that do have it are actually useful. A load of them are like, not Mech Knights, Mech Lords. 3 Dogmatika Matrix. This adds you a ritual spell or a Dogmatika ritual monster. It also, if you control a Dogmatika monster, you get to rip a card from your or your opponent's extra deck. Really, really good. This came up a lot. The 2 rituals are Dogmatika Calamity and then Dogmatika Macrabry. I don't know, butchered that name. But yeah, this lets you ritual someone by the old-fashioned way, using monsters in field, or by banishing extra deck monsters from your GY. This lets you do a very Necrozzy thing where you can send a monster that equals the level of the ritual monster you're trying to summon from extra deck to graveyard. We can do some funny stuff with that, we'll get into it later. 1 Nadir Servant, this costs 3/3. As I said, I'll just cut this next time for Regenesis, I think. And then the trap we are setting off Thunderbolt is 2 Dogmatika Punishment, which obviously is really, really good. So that's it for our Dogmatika stuff. The last 4 cards in main deck are 2 Sneaky Sea, and then 3 apiece is 2 Ghost Mooner. I might side this the next time, although it was really, I did get to resolve it a few times. It is just unfortunate that it blows up the opponent's board, and I wasn't good against Fire King because I opened it both times. So yeah, if your opponent special summons a monster, you can special summon this to their field and then flip it face down, and in the end phase it flips itself back up, and then it destroys all special summon monsters on the field. Ghost Mooner is negate of effects for special summon monsters, and then if it leaves the field, it burns them for the attack. This is only 3 apiece. I would actually like to play this at 3. This was really good, because obviously Effect Raider costing 7, but this was great. I think I'll try to bump this up next time. So that is it for the main deck. Let's go into the side deck real quickly, as there was some fun stuff in it. 2 Burning Dragon, it has 2500 attack. If your opponent controls 2 monsters, you get to special summon it. Then you can discard a card and destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. Really cool. There's a lot of back row in Genesys. And then we have 3 of each of the 0 hand traps that everyone is kind of playing or siding. 3 DD Crow and 3 Skullmeister to get rid of graveyard stuff and then negate some graveyard stuff. Next we're playing a lot of back row removal, so I did go for 1 Drill Beam because it's funny, or not Drill Beam, Night Beam. 3 Cosmic Cyclone, it's still really good. And then a card which I didn't get to use because I didn't play against anything where it would pop up, but it is pretty good side deck because I really don't want to play against Archmage, is 3 Non-Fusion Area. Now, that is it for the side deck. Let's go into the extra deck. As you might have seen at the start, we are playing 1 Shooting Crazar Dragon. We can actually go into the Shooting Star Dragon with this card here, Enigmaster Packbit. So what you do is, off the Dogmatika Ritual, you'll send this because it's level 12, and then throughout whatever means, you can send loads of extra deck monsters to the GY with the Dogmatika stuff. So if you send Packbit, you can then place this card face up in your spell and trap card zone because it's in your graveyard. This allows you to push back to the spell and trap card zone a monster in your opponent's field or a monster in your graveyard. So then when this is on your field, through numerous methods, you can pop this, and this card triggers when it leaves the field. It can special summon Shooting Star Dragon. This card negates the attack and banishes, and is destruction protection. As I said, destruction is everywhere. It's just really funny that we actually got to use this card. And then the last synchro target is Golden Dragon Cloud Beast, or Golden Cloud Beast Maolon. Really good card. We are playing Entis, which costs 7. Garura costs nothing. That might go up soon. We are playing the Fossil Machine Skull Wagon. This pops a spell and trap card in the field after you banish it. 1 Titan Clad, that costs 10. I think that rounds up all the stuff that actually costs something. 1 Valen, this gets rid of set cards when it's sent. Kurzebs, this is a really cool card, so it doesn't cost anything, it's fairly new. Essentially, when your opponent activates a spell card, you can attach it to this, and then it is unaffected by that card. And then, if you want, you can then set that card during the end phase. So, really, really cool. You can set 1 card that is attached to it. So, it can't pop up. It's good against the likes of Dark Hole, which again just seems to be kind of everywhere at the moment. So yeah, funny card. 1 Big Eye, it actually costs nothing. It might go up soon. Oh, I lie. Red Eye Sphere Metal Dragon costs 1 point. I believe this deck costs 98 in total. 1 Ding, which costs nothing. 1 Divine Dragon Felgrand as an on-field negate, and then 1 Aggregator, another great target descent. So that is it, guys. That is my Genesys deck profile. Yeah, really do appreciate anyone who's liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you're playing Regenesis in Genesys or normally, how are you finding it? Again, please like, comment, subscribe. See ya.